It is Thursday, February 4th, 2021, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today we dive into last night's action from Volusia, including a hard-charging win from Logan Schuchart and Kyle Strickler's finger saga. We also have more to share on James McFadden's situation and some schedule news, so let's jump in. The All-Star Circuit of Champions early Southern Swing moved to Volusia Speedway Park last night for DIRTRACKR Nationals. Donny Schatz entered the night having won 2 of the first 3 features of the season, but competition ramped up significantly with the addition of most of the Outlaw regulars. These first 2 sprint car nights at DCN always resemble Outlaw shows, with those guys in the field getting tuned up for the weekend. 34 cars signed in, but there were some notable absences in the field, including Tim Schaefer in the Hefner 72 and Kyle Reinhardt. Justin Peck was also out of the event early as well after losing an engine in hot laps. It's not uncommon to see guys sit Volusia out, as the cooler temperatures, big racetrack, and air conditions mean the engines make big horsepower but are more susceptible to blowing up. In the night's feature, it was Sheldon Haudenschild who led the field to green from the pole, but second starting Brian Brown was able to roll the top to the early lead after a third attempt to get the race started. Sheldon threw a massive slider at Brown to try and get the lead back into turn 1, but ended up sliding all the way across the track and pounding the outside wall. That gave second to Brad Sweet, who was quickly in pursuit behind Brown. It took Sweet a few laps and a few attempts, but he was able to take the lead from Brown on lap 7. Sweet's time, though, out front was short-lived, with Schatz on the move behind him. The lap car of Joey Saldana held up Sweet out of turn 2, and Schatz used a big run off the bottom to take the lead on lap 13. From there, Schatz was strong out front, and it looked like he might be headed for his 3rd win in 4 races, but a caution with 6 laps to go for Ian Madsen re-racked the field. Behind the leaders, 13th starting Logan Schuchart had been marching through the field, and on that final restart was 3rd. It took 2 laps for Schuchart to take 2nd from Sweet, and he was quickly after Schatz for the lead. With 3 to go, a big slider into turn 1 got Schuchart the lead for good, and he pulled away from Schatz at the end to take his 2nd career All-Star win. Donny Schatz was 2nd, Brad Sweet 3rd, David Gravel 4th, and Brent Marks was 5th. Marks was the highest finishing All-Star regular, with Tyler Courtney right behind him in 6th. I tweeted before the race that the furthest back we'd seen a winner come in recent seasons with the All-Stars was 11th. Schuchart's win from 13th was the biggest charge from a winner since Kerry Madsen at Knoxville with the All-Stars in 2018. It was also Schuchart's first All-Star win since 2012. It's been 9 years. I talked yesterday on the show about Donny Schatz and kind of what these 2 wins in the first 3 All-Star races was doing for his hype. Before I kind of went all in on a Schatz resurgence, I wanted to see him up against his kind of main Outlaw competition, and he was certainly strong last night, and I think is in no way less of a favorite for the title than he was, kind of before last night. But it's interesting how quickly the narrative can change. If Schatz goes on to win last night, the hype train goes full overload with these 3 wins in 4 nights. You'd have people wondering if he might win every race for the rest of the season. But Schuchart's charge from 13th shifts the focus just a little bit. After finishing 2nd to Sweet last season and running down Schatz late last night, Schuchart showed he's back in 2021 looking for more. This Outlaw title fight this season is going to be very difficult for these guys. Before long, I think we'll see more guys assert themselves into the conversation, including David Gravel and Carson Macedo. We'll talk more on the show tomorrow about the Outlaw season ahead. Looking towards tonight in the final All-Star race of this opening stretch, the DIRTRACKR.com analytics prediction formula likes Brad Sweet. He's got All-Star wins at Volusia each of the past 2 years and was a strong runner last night. Apologize for no prediction on yesterday's show. I completely whiffed on that one, just completely forgot. The streaming situation again tonight is weird with the All-Star portion of the night live on Flow Racing. And we'll be back tomorrow night to recap all of the All-Star action from tonight as well. The UMP Modified portion of DIRTRACKR Nationals last night turned into an interesting affair itself. They added a few more cars from the first night, so series and event officials split the field and ran 2 20-lap 1,000-to-win features. The first main event of the night, 3rd starting Tyler Nicely grabbed the lead from Lucas Lee on lap 5 and led the rest of the way to take the win. Kurt Spalding finished 2nd, Kyle Strickler 3rd, Steve Arpin 4th, and Alan Weiser was 5th. For podium finisher Kyle Strickler, it was a wild path to that 3rd place finish. Early in the night, while operating his car lift in the pits, Strickler severely cut his finger and ended up taking an ambulance trip to the hospital to get it stitched up. It initially looked like he was done for the night, but Strickler actually was back at Volusia in time to tag the tail of the B main after missing his heat race. He drove from 13th to 2nd in his B in 10 laps to transfer to the feature, and then 23rd to 3rd to grab that podium and hard charger for the night. hopefully he gets good and healed up here coming up, but it just shows you just can't keep a racer from racing. In the second feature of the night, David Stremme led the first few laps from the pole, but Nick Hoffman took over the top spot on lap 3 and drove away to the $1,000 win. Hoffman now has 2 Gator wins in 2 attempts this week. Mike McKinney finished second, Justin Allgaier third, Stremme fourth, and Jason Hughes rounded out the top 5. The UMP Modifieds continue at DIRTRACKR Nationals tonight with their portion of the streaming live on Dirt Vision. We got some more context yesterday from James McFadden as to why his rookie World of Outlaws season will be delayed. He tweeted out that he and his family are awaiting the birth of their first child, and because of the travel restrictions and necessary quarantine periods, he was afraid that if he came to the U.S. for DIRTRACKR Nationals and the early stretch of races, that he wouldn't be able to get back in time to be with his family. Casey Kane is running the 9 car in his place for the first few races, after which McFadden will take over for the remainder of the season. There have been some complaints from fans about McFadden earning show-up points for the races he's going to miss, but I have zero problem with it. The pandemic on its own is extenuating circumstances coming from Australia, and this just cements that reasoning. Good luck to J-Mac and his family. The early part of the schedule for 2022 became clearer this week with announcements from the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and World Racing Group. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Florida Georgia Speed Weeks will run January 26th through February 12th next year. The series will run 3 nights at Golden Isles, 2 nights at Bubba Raceway Park, 3 nights at Alltech, and 6 nights at East Bay. There are also 2 practice days and a rain date thrown into that stretch as well. There will be, once again, a Speed Week points fund, which pays $4,000 to win, and there are 3 $15,000 to win shows during that stretch. To see that full opening schedule for the series, visit lucasdirt.com. We also know that the Sunshine Nationals featuring the World of Outlaws late model series at Volusia will take place January 20th through 22nd next year, and the annual DIRTRACKR Nationals at Volusia will happen February 8th through the 19th. So between the Sunshine Nationals, Lucas schedule, and DIRTRACKR Nationals, you could basically take a vacation to Florida for a full month next winter and watch racing nearly every single night. For more information about the World Racing Group announcement, visit worldofoutlaws.com. We've already had a few event cancellations for the weekend. The Ironman late model portion of the Frostbuster at North Florida Speedway has been sacked because of possible weather. The event, though, is still on for the other divisions competing as long as weather allows. And the late model events at Screven Motor Speedway in Georgia for the Southern All-Stars and Ultimate Supers have been canceled due to a poor forecast. There are 5 items on the streaming schedule today. Dirt Vision has Night 3 for the UMP Modifieds of DIRTRACKR Nationals from Volusia. Flow Racing has the All-Star Sprint Car portion of the DIRTRACKR Nationals. They also have Crate Cars and Top Gun Sprints from East Bay for the Winter Nationals. They've also got Float 24/7. And Speed Sport TV has the opening night of the Florida Frostbuster from North Florida Speedway. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Thursday. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. Please subscribe and leave a review. You can also watch the show every day on YouTube and Facebook. And those likes and subscribes on YouTube are appreciated as well. You can email the show at info@dirtrackr.com. I do check those every single day. You can follow DIRTRACKR on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at DIRTRACKR. You can check out the website for all kinds of cool dirt racing stuff by visiting DIRTRACKR.com. If you'd like to get email updates from DIRTRACKR, you can sign up at DIRTRACKR.com/newsletter, and you can follow me personally on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more DIRTRACKR Daily.